Now, I had 2 weeks with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, and in this video, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion about what I think about this phone. Now, for design, there's not much of a difference when it comes to this year's model and last year's model. The only difference you're getting on this year's model is that it's more squarish and the cover screen is slightly bigger, and when I mean slightly bigger, it's just a 0.1 inch difference. But a bigger screen is still better. Now, as for the design, a lot of people think that this feels much more better to hold in the hand, but to be honest with you, the Fold 5 and the Fold 6 feels very similar to me, so it's not really a problem for me. However, this is lighter and thinner, which means it's much more comfortable to hold in your hand for longer periods of time. Now, for the internal display, it is still the same. 120Hz AMOLED display, 7.6 inch, and it does feel like the display this time around feels more vibrant, including an improvement to the contrast. Now, I personally do like the internal display, mainly because it is more vibrant and it's much nicer to look at compared to the Fold 5, which is not a bad display either way, but I do feel like this is an improvement. But obviously, if the color is too striking for you, you can still change the display to the natural tone colors. Now, of course, with a display like this, the aspect ratio is a bit weird for content, so you will be getting those black bars. But when playing games, especially games like the newly released Honor of Kings, I think it's actually very nice because I can see more of the game on this larger display. So whether you're watching videos, whether you're playing games or watching a movie on this, I think that this is a very enjoyable screen to consume content on. Now for its hardware, this phone comes with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 4 Galaxy processor, so performance is actually fantastic. Now throughout my time using this phone, granted it was only 2 weeks, but I've never experienced any crashes, I've never experienced any slowdown. And of course, that is also thanks to the fact that this phone comes with a base spec of 12GB of RAM and up to 1TB of storage. But I think the most important thing is we need to talk about One UI. Now, as you know, with One UI, this Fold and the Flip has gotten an update to Galaxy AI, and the updates are actually really good. Now, we have made multiple videos about it. We have even made social videos which you can check out on our YouTube, our TikTok, our Instagram about all these features, but I just want to highlight the biggest changes to Galaxy AI. And the biggest changes is probably generative edit with the ability to do sketch to image now, the ability to show translations on the cover screen when conversing with people who do not speak the same language, and transcribing directly into the Notes app. They are all really useful features, and I really like all these updates to Galaxy AI. But just like how I mentioned in my previous video, this is not Galaxy AI 2.0. I still think that this is a 1.5 update, but if a 1.5 update is this good, I'm really looking forward to what they will show us in the 2.0 update. Now, obviously, the most important part is the cameras, right? So, as I mentioned before in my previous videos, what you're getting here is a 50-megapixel main camera, a 10-megapixel telephoto, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide cameras. We already shared our thoughts about the cameras, but to sum it up, it has really good clarity, the colors are super vibrant, and the HDR is really good as well. And of course, we're not forgetting the selfie camera, which, in case you didn't know, it's actually an in-screen selfie camera, so you don't really see the punch hole on the cover screen. But pictures there, again, they share the same quality as the main camera. Vibrancy, details, and the HDR are all fantastic. So once again, the camera system is really great for those of you who just want to take memories, because it's actually pretty impressive. And of course, it's great for those of you who buy this phone for your businesses, because it can take really good pictures, especially when it comes to documents and such things like that. Now, when it comes to the battery, it still has the same milliamp hour as the previous generation. But in this case, it kind of feels like it lasts a bit more longer. I would still say that you would need to charge it at the end of every day if this is your main phone and you're using it for work, phone calls, browsing the internet, playing games. You're going to still charge it at the end of the day. But a phone like this lasting an entire day is still fantastic to me. This is a very short, just a summary of my 2 weeks with this phone. But of course, once again, if you want to check out in detail about Galaxy AI, about the design, about the features, do watch both of our videos. You can also check out the Flip video that we did. But this is just a quick summary for those of you who are thinking about buying this phone. So who do I recommend this phone for? Definitely for those of you who want a very powerful smartphone, but at the same time you work a lot on your phone. Because not only is it good for writing notes and such, it's also good for content creators. Because using Lightroom on this phone is so much more better compared to a normal phone, mainly because of the screen size and the amount of real estate you have to work around with your images. Let me know what you think about the Fold 6. If you already own one, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.